In the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it, Jordan James on the ground running it, so they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big time pickup on that one.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Spins away. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Bunch formation for these receivers. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Washington. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Unloads quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to trap the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down to the tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running back drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch at the 30. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The toss sweep to the right. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the 1st down sticks were, and he adjusted his route accordingly.
He'll do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
It really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. And quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Williams will pass. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like we just saw there.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Huskies are rolling down the field. Wants to go on top on first down. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Evans. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Coleman. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love it, and that's exactly how I'm going to play if I'm this defense today. You've seen him. This guy will take off. He'll make plays with his feet. Nice job playing coverage, but with eyeballs on the quarterback. Not allowing him to take off and run when he wants to. Great job. As soon as they see it, they pull the trigger, they come up and they make the tackle.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Moore will throw. Working that left side now. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Stewart. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, that's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection.
Turning it on! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The give to the back. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for space. It's Coleman. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore.
And I love love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stewart. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Williams looking for a man. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Williams will pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot him, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, spins away. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Using his legs, it's Whittington. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Base 27, jump. Base 27.
Williams looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. The pitch. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. It's Benson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my... really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Moore will throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Boston. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Find space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Otten. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got...
Touchdown, Husky! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it in his hands. He loved his matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Hill. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on?
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. Moore to the air. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Gonna run it. It's Whittington. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Washington right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Williams will pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Moore will throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that drive covered 40 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Evans. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.